Every summer it's the same story here. This lawn gets brown spots no matter how much they water or how much they fertilize. If this lawn situation sounds familiar, then stick around and find out how we brought this lawn back to life. Before we get to the solution, we want to walk around with you and make sure we have a right diagnosis of the problem. There are dry spots. If we feel them, it is just bone dry, dusty actually, but they are puzzled because there's also spots that appear to be moist, like right next to this dry spot. Seems to be getting water with the irrigation system. It is moist. The owner's conclusion is that their irrigation system is a bad one and outdated, probably a 40-year-old irrigation system that's been modified here and there, all different kinds of heads. It's not a state-of-the-art irrigation system. In addition to that, this juxtaposition of dry spots with wet spots that look bad give you an idea. There's some real soil deficiencies also that I think is giving them some kind of fungal disease every year. They have tried fungicides, but they didn't do anything. In fact, they would probably make it a little worse. Based on everything I've seen after I've walked around and inspected everything, I've concluded the problem is lack of water in some spots and some type of fungal disease. Let's see what our solutions are and how they are working out. We did end up completely replacing this irrigation system, but you really don't have to go that far. There are ways to improve what you have. Even small adjustments can make a big difference in your lawn if you follow these 3 simple rules. So this job is all new pipe, new valves, everything. But these heads, they're called MP rotators, they could just retrofit a system because they use a lot less water than most, and they'll allow you to throw water just as far or farther, so have better coverage even as a retrofit. If you don't want to replace everything, you could just replace the sprinkler heads and sometimes even just the nozzles, because it comes in a simple nozzle. What we're doing with the irrigation system is we're making sure we have head-to-head coverage and very even coverage. Head-to-head coverage is when the spray of one sprinkler goes all the way to the head of the next sprinkler. So one improvement that we made is we put in 6-inch pop-ups, and you can see how they pop way up over the lawn. Over time, the sprinkler's kind of low. If they only pop up 2, 3, or 4 inches, the blades of the grass will block them. You're given a certain amount of pressure at your house, and usually you can't do anything about that unless you put in a booster pump, and you don't want to do that in just a residence. It's more trouble than it's worth. But you can maximize the pressure by using the fewest amount of gallons per minute. A head like the MP rotator allows you to use small amounts of water, which will boost your pressure. If you're using 25 gallons a minute and then you change your heads and now you're using 12 gallons a minute, you'll see your pressure is way, way better. And if our pressure is good, then our coverage is more even. We want that pressure the same at the end of the line as it is at the beginning of the line. And that is also easier to accomplish if we're using less gallons. If you have a choice, we want you to water real early in the morning, just before the sun comes out or as the sun is coming out. That makes it so that the water doesn't sit around all night, which is something that causes fungal problems. While improving your irrigation system is an important part of improving your lawn, there's an even more vital step. And no, it's not more fertilizer. In fact, more chemical fertilizer can make your lawn more susceptible to fungal disease. So the real secret is to build soil underneath your lawn that can create its own nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and other minerals and nutrients. When you have good fungi and good microbiology, it's much more powerful than the bad fungus that causes these big brown areas and the underperformance of lawn. So how do you feed your soil in order to make it healthy? You have a number of options. You can use compost, you can use compost tea. We use our products, which are like a concentrated compost. Right before we even started the trenching, I applied our blend at about 20 pounds per thousand, and I sprayed over it with Penetrate Liquid Biotiller. 8 ounces per thousand square feet. Then we did our work. As we put everything back together, I went ahead and did another application of blend at 20 pounds per thousand and Penetrate Liquid Biotiller. And then over the top of that, I did do about 6 pounds per thousand of our Nourish Biosol. Nourish Biosol is really excellent for lawns. It's our organic fertilizer made of dried mycelium. Now it's going to take a little bit of time for soil to get healthy. We think the process has started here, and you can begin to see that in the way the lawn looks. Once you have your soil and your watering right, there's a simple step that can be important in revitalizing your lawn quickly. So since we had so much bare dirt here and new trenches, and I wanted to cover them up right away, I did overseed with perennial rye right after we covered all the trenches and right before I applied our last applications of blend and Penetrate Liquid Biotiller and Nourish Biosol. Perennial rye is germinating, and while the perennial rye is germinating, we're getting this Bermuda to look a little healthier. It's starting to spread, and that's really what we want to happen. We used the perennial rye as kind of like a little cover crop to cover bare areas while we get the Bermuda to thrive and prosper through healthier soil. It's mostly just a monitoring process now, and we make sure everything's working and we address problems if they arise. Chip Valentino, our Vice President in charge of Chronically Healthy Lawn, wants to invite you to learn how to overseed your lawn in the fall by watching this video.